back, you guys, to part 3 of the meal prepping video. So this video, I am going to make the roasted chicken with carrot and red potatoes. And then the other one I'm going to make is, I actually don't know. The cheesy chicken and veggie casserole. So those are the two that I'm going to make today. And we're going to start with the roasted chicken with honey and lemon. Okay, so with that, it is the chicken thighs. So it states that we need red potatoes. Well, I don't have red potatoes. What I do have, instead of going to the store to get some, I just want to use what I have on hand, is I have some of these white potatoes, and then I have some sweet potatoes. So I think I'm going to do a mixture of those. And, oh my gosh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peel them and then I'm going to cut them up. I need about a pound of the potatoes. So probably just a couple of the white potatoes and a couple of the sweet potatoes. I'm going to cut them up and we'll do that instead. Alright, so now it wasn't very specific on what to do with the potatoes, how to cut them up, so I just cut them up chunky. Okay, so that's the mixture of sweet potatoes. I'm going to say that's about a pound. If it's a little over, that is fine. Not a big deal. So the next thing it calls for is a bag of carrots. However, my family is not big on carrots. So I am going to only put half a bag in here. Doesn't say to cut them up, nothing, so just gonna do it. And it says to actually do it in the pan you're gonna cook it in. So it says mix as you go. So that's what I will do. As this is a new recipe for me as well, you guys. It says 4 cloves of minced garlic. I don't have regular whole garlic, so I have minced garlic. So I will put 4 tablespoons of garlic in there. Actually, I'll put 3. Actually, just seems like a lot of garlic. I'll put, there you go. That should be about 4 cloves if I was to cut it up. Okay. And now it calls for juice of a lemon. It doesn't say what kind of lemon, what size lemon. So I am just going to use one of my lemons that I have. And I'm just going to rub it against the table to get all those juices flowing. There we go. And then I'm going to cut it. Oh, already seeds. I'll try and pick out the seeds that are on top. And then I'm just going to, oh, I got a seed in there. I wish I had what is it called? A squeezer thingy. Maybe I should go like this. Yeah, there we go. That way if any seeds go down, they go down in my hand. There we go, like that. All right. Do this one. And this is roasted chicken, honey, lemon, carrots, and red potatoes. Oh, did I put a seed in there? Mix it and see if I put a seed. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just hearing things. Alright, so there's that. And then we need to put in 2 tablespoons of honey. So, thing with the honey is, this is all the honey that I have left. So I'm going to use whatever I can squeeze out of this dark wildflower raw honey. Now, and then I'm going, whatever I can't get, I'm going to use my nectar. Hold on. I wonder if I warm it up. I'm gonna let that sit in that warm water. And hopefully it'll come out better. So what else do we need in here? It says dried rosemary. I don't have dried rosemary, but I have some thyme, so I think I'm gonna throw some thyme in there instead of rosemary. All right. And then some black pepper. It's about a half a teaspoon, so there you go. And then the honey, so let's see if that worked better. Not really. A little bit, but. So I'm gonna pour that on here. And then I have some nectar. Let's see. I think I'm gonna use that. Agave nectar. Organic. This is what's for my oatmeal, but I'm going to go ahead and use it for this. A little bit extra, just in case that actual honey. All right. Now we're supposed to mix this all up. Put the chicken on it. And it's also going to be sweet with sweet potatoes, so I mean, that lemon note is coming through. Woo! I must confess, I have never had lemon chicken in my life. So I said, you know what? Let's do it. All right. So now I'm going to wash my chicken, and it says chicken breast on top, cover and freeze. So this is what I'm gonna do. So I had to make sure there was 8 pieces in there because there's 5 of us. Sorry, I had to wash my hands. And something in me, I just can't leave the chicken plain like that. So I am going to add some seasonings. I want to try and keep it very similar to what I already have in the bottom. So I'm just going to salt the chicken skin. The recipe actually says when you bake this to remove the chicken skin. However, my family would be so upset if I did that. So I'm going to season this chicken skin so that way I can, after it's done cooking, I can put it on broil and get that crispy chicken skin for them. Some salt, some pepper. I'm going to put some thyme on top as well. Some garlic. Let's see, some garlic. Okay. And then I'm going to also squeeze the rest, whatever I can get out, onto this chicken skin as well, of this lemon. Not much, but. Just feel like it should be on top, too. There we go, that one has some good one. Ooh! All right. Now, that is that's done. I'm going to wrap that. And we are going to move on to the next one. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is the cheesy chicken veggie casserole. So in this one, it requires me to have a large bowl to combine all the ingredients. But I think this is done in a pan. Yep, so this is done in a pan. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing I did for that one and this one. Why waste something dirty? So it says you're going to combine all the ingredients except for the Ritz crackers and the butter. So I have already pre-diced up my chicken breast. It says 2 pounds. I'm going to say that's about 2 pounds. Okay, we'll just call that 2 pounds. And then it says add frozen veggies. So give me 1 second. All right, I had to go down in the freezer and grab my vegetables. So The frozen vegetables I'm using are just an Italian blend. I had to be very specific with the kind of vegetables because my parents can't have any like corn or anything like that. And a lot of the mixed vegetables come with corn. And actually this recipe says to get a mix with corn. Sorry, the dog is having a field day. So this calls for 16 ounces of fresh veggies. So actually I didn't realize, but only one bag of these is 16 ounces. So we're just going to toss this in here. And this has carrots, zucchini, cauliflower, lima beans, snap peas, cauliflower. So then it calls for a half a cup of diced onions. I have that in the fridge. I'll get that in a minute. Then it calls for 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. Well, I don't feel like chopping up any more cheese today. This is, I don't even know, this is probably not a full 8 ounces. I can add it. This is pepper jack, so that's what we're going to use because that's what I have on hand. So I can add more if I want more. And then garlic powder. Where did my garlic powder go? Just had it. Right here. And this calls for about a 3/4 teaspoon. Well, not with my family, so I'm just gonna sprinkle this on. Yep, there we go. I don't know what that was. And then some black pepper. Says a half a teaspoon of black pepper. But again, I'm going to obviously put more. Okay. Then it calls for, I'm going to get the things I need that's left. Hold on. Alright, so I changed my mind. So I am going to add some cheddar because it's supposed to be cheesy. So I might as well do it right. So I'm going to just hand grate it. So it does call for cheddar. So now I have cheddar and pepper jack in here. So it's probably like half and half. Like 4 ounces of the pepper jack, and now I'm going to add another 4 ounces of cheddar. So now I understand why they say do it in a large bowl, but I don't follow directions. And I'm getting very tired, so and I don't feel like doing more dishes. I'd rather clean something simple like that. All right. So there we go. So that's about 8 ounces. I didn't measure. I just eyeballed it. Then it says to add 2% milk, 8 ounces. Well, I have a little bit of this whole milk. I'm going to add some water. All right. That should be about 2%. I don't buy 2%, you guys. I'm not going to buy 2% for a recipe. So 8 ounces usually is about a cup. I think I have, yeah. So we will for that. Let's hope we have enough. Oh my god, you guys, that couldn't have been any better. I have a whole gallon of milk in there. I just didn't want to take it out. So I purposely left this little bit in this one just for this recipe. Now that can go out. Then it calls for 8 ounces of sour cream. So same thing, 8 ounces is about a cup. It's half a cup, so that's about 4 ounces. That's about another. All right. And this is 16 ounces, and I used about half of this, so that's about right. You actually use a little bit over, but that's okay. All right, so we got the chicken, we got the veggies, we got the, nope, we don't got the green onions because they are right here. All right, great. My oven is preheated. So it is about 4:30 in the afternoon. I've been doing this since 9. So I have a freezer meal from a couple weeks ago that is a lasagna that I'm about to pop in the oven for dinner for us tonight. So let me get to do that. As you can tell, I labeled it. I don't know if you can see. I labeled it. I dated it. It's actually about a month old. So I'm taking this aluminum foil off. And this is the cheap aluminum foil, the dollar store kind. So I really wrapped it because I didn't want it to get freezer burnt. And then I put plastic wrap over it. If I know it's going to be there for at least a month, I will put plastic wrap over it. All right. And because this is so heavy, I did have 2 double pans underneath it, just so it's more stable. All right. I am going to put a piece of fresh aluminum foil over it just because I don't want the top to burn before the middle is cooked. Well, warm. This is already cooked. Actually, it's not cooked. Don't listen to me. It is assembled. I semi-cook the pasta because anytime you freeze pasta and then you defrost it, it will get softer. So you don't want to fully cook pasta and freeze that. You want to al dente. All right. So now I put the timer on. Say about 45 minutes. There we go. And then I'll just take the aluminum foil off and broil it to get a crispy top. All right. So I am just going to chop these up. That's what it calls for it to do. And it says about a half a cup. So that's perfect because I have my half a cup somewhere around here. So I'm going to chop these up. And I think I have a half a cup. Oh, I put it in the refrigerator, the sink. You know what? I think this is a half a cup. And then I'll save these for a different recipe. All right. Should have finally chopped these up, but you know what? I'm not really concerned. All right, then we have the milk, the sour cream, the cheddar cheese, the garlic, the pepper. And then it says combined all ingredients except the Ritz crackers and butter. So we are going to combine all this, really get it all mixed in good. Can I tell you guys, I think this is going to be a good one. Something very different than my family's ever had. So it's going to be interesting. And it's very chicken heavy, which is always good. So it's not over. I could actually cut this in half. Small pieces. It was a very big piece of zucchini. All right. So that is that. And then it says that in a bag, well, it says in a bowl, but I'm going to do it in a bag. To combine 6 tablespoons of melted butter and 2 whole sleeves of Ritz crackers. So I'm going to wash my hands, set this aside, and we're going to get that done. All right, so the microwave is melting in the microwave. Wow, that's how tired I am. The butter is in the microwave melting. So now we're just going to get a regular bag. Move it. And we're going to put 2 whole sleeves of crackers in here. That's 1. That's 2. Then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take my rolling pin, let it air push it out, and I'm just going to, not on my glass table, on the wood. Crush them until I don't see any. And then what I can do is just roll it out. Make sure. Now mind you, there's that whole pocket in there, so I gotta be careful not to get too close to the edge. All right. We're gonna call it good. Okay, there we go. So now we're gonna pour my butter. It's not melted yet because it's in the freezer. So while I wait for the butter, I'm going to clean up a little bit. All right, so there's the butter. I'm going to pour it in. I did put a little bit. I put a whole stick, you guys. I didn't put 6 tablespoons. So it's a whole stick. Then I'm just going to mix it up. Then it says to pour on top of a pan and spread out. And then it's good to go in the freezer. And then what you do is you put it on 400 degrees and you bake for 2 hours. And then you uncover it and finish the bake for 30 minutes. Oh, that smells good. Buttery crackers. And there we go. That looks amazing. I can't wait to try this. So let me just cover that up, label it, and then we're done with those 2. Alright guys, there you have it. 2 more meals. This is the cheesy chicken veggie casserole, and then this one is the roasted chicken honey lemon carrots and potatoes. So 2 more done in the pan, ready for the oven. So if you guys like my channel, please subscribe, press the notification bell, and then part 4 is coming. Have a great day.